How important it was to have a full week of practice this week, what this meant to the offense this week.
It's just good to get back on a routine. That's been our routine for as long as I've been here. It was, that Saturday game, and it's just good to get back in that rhythm and just kind of feels like normal Ohio State football now, not kind of all over the place and crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So it's good to get back in that routine.
Can you assess the play of the offensive line through 2 games for us thus far?
I think we played pretty decent the first game. Second play wasn't that good. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't where we want to be at. So,
would you say it was an X's and O's thing? You guys were just kind of tired from the week before. I mean, what would you classify it as this week?
Probably just a little everything. We just weren't at our potential during that game. So, just didn't execute that well. And some of the stuff they were bringing a lot of stuff. I mean, that was they were playing hard and they were bringing a lot of stuff at us. And we just didn't execute it.
Pat Urban mentioned y'all really haven't faced a base defense yet.
Right.
How difficult is that for you all on the fly to make those kind of adjustments when you get something you maybe don't quite anticipate?
Right.
Can you explain how difficult that is to adjust?
Yeah, it is pretty difficult. It's almost just like studying for a math test and taking a science test. That's how I kind of assess it. But that's the defense that we start out, installing our offense against is the 4-down defense. What we're about to go against. So that'll kind of be back to day one on how we run our stuff. So that'll be good to go against that. A little less stressful mentally.
You sounded like somebody who's actually done that study for a math test, a science test.
I don't know.
Has that ever happened to you?
No, it hasn't.
Yes.
Is there a hunger on this team? I mean, you won 38-0. That's nothing to sneeze at, but
Right.
you guys didn't play the way you wanted. Is there a feeling like, let's show?
Right, definitely, yeah. We won 38-0, and we were pretty angry about that. So yeah, we got some hunger to us.
What does that tell you about your offense, though, Pat, that y'all can still put up, I think, offensively 4 touchdowns? You got one from your defense.
Right.
Even though things aren't going well. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
What does it just tell you about the ability of this offense,
We have
wide-ranging ability?
A lot of playmakers and a lot of guys that can do a lot of great things. As long as everyone plays together, it'll be pretty scary what we can do. As long as we all do our jobs, which we didn't on Saturday. But once we all do, at some point we will. It'll be hard to stop us.
If Northern Illinois comes out and plays like it has played, what do you expect from them from a defensive standpoint in general?
I mean, they got big, strong guys in the middle, and they play a base 4-down defense. They run a little bit odd on 3rd down and stuff, which is kind of what Ohio State defense runs. So we've went against that all spring and all camp. So we got a lot of preparation for that. So that's what we're ready to go against that.
Pat, talk to us a little bit about.
It's been getting everybody.
Right.
Pat, talk to us a little bit about JT and Cardell, both really talented guys. Obviously, bring different wrinkles to the table. How do you think they're handling? Not really knowing who's starting week to week. We know Cardell's getting the nod this week, but the possibility that they're both going to come in and play possibly.
Right. It just goes back to your practice habits, really. If one guy's getting reps, the other guy's right there getting his reps too, trying. Just because you never know who's going to be in and who's going to play well, and if some guy doesn't play well, the next guy's in. So it really just goes back to your practice habits and how you prepare, and you have to prepare really hard like you're the starter.
Does it make a difference for you guys on the offensive line who's playing the quarterback position?
Not really. They're both really good, and just you hear the play and you got to block the play no matter who's at quarterback.
Is it surprising for you though at all that we're here in the 3rd week of the season and we still don't really know who the real #1 quarterback of this team is?
Not really. I mean, they're both really, really good. So, I guess we're just playing better at the time who's going to get it.
And they get along so
Last
well.
question.
That's rare. A lot of times with quarterback competition,
Right.
maybe the guys won't be,
Right.
but they're like good friends.
They're good buddies. That's just being teammates.
You guys on the offensive line, are y'all coming off of last week? Are y'all angry? What word would you use to describe your mindset going into this one?
We kind of just flushed that out. We're back on a straight and narrow path. What we got to do this week. So we kind of just put it behind us, and we know our potential and how we can play. We're gonna go try and do that every day.
Great.
JT still
Thank you.
getting
Thanks, Pat.
his
Thanks, Pat.
famous
Right.
offensive